Monday morning, baby! I'm feeling good and awake. I don't know about you guys.
I am.
I'm
Yeah.
high octane.
You guys are always wondering about, oh, it's morning. Oh. My brother in Christ, you made the show.
Hey, you're not
You
wrong.
made this
The time slot is also my fault. We're getting a nice little push down on NQ right out of the open. I don't have that open yet, but how you guys doing? What'd you do this weekend other than see all of the AI ads and sports betting ads in the Super Bowl? Sorry, the big game. My bad.
There was a lot. It was crazy. It was and usually I go to watch Super Bowl to see new movie trailers. I remember seeing the first Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, 2 years ago or something like that. But there was not that much. I was a little disappointed by the amount of movie trailers.
Yeah, I only got to watch 10 minutes of the show. Of the
And?
show, Jesus, of the game.
Impressed? Unimpressed? What's the
Kind
official?
of unimpressed. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I didn't really have any stake in it. I didn't bet on the game. Neither the teams are ones I really particularly care about all that much.
Yeah,
I just kind of had a vibey weekend.
Did you do anything?
Not really.
Doing.
Not really.
I'm trying to get some conversation out of Nick in the mornings on his own show. Be like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying my best.
Just watching Jay-Z down there super glued to his phone during class.
He's also hiding in the little corner. He's always in the.
He's
He's
tucked
always
away.
Shrunked back in the corner. Proudly present yourself, man. Come on.
I'm trying to close my PGY positions for earnings that I played for earnings this morning.
Don't sound so excited, bro. Don't
The
sound
spreads
so
are
turned on.
fucking horrible, dude. These spreads are killing me.
Guys, I'm trying to do something.
Guys, it's not working. Chat.
Yeah,
am
you're
I
blurry as
close?
shit, Tucker. Look at that.
I'm trying to fix that.
Your fault
Oh,
this
I'm back.
time.
I'm back. No, yeah.
So for those who don't know, we did make a little bit of a change with the Whale Watch trading account. We went ahead last week and took $550 of our profit, and then I popped another 50 in from the options portfolio and threw it into, because I wanted to test them out, a Webull futures account. First impressions. First off, we've doubled that account so far. I did some scalping last week going into the end of the week from 550 to just about 1200, rather 600 to just about 1200. So about a double up on the futures account. If you want to trade small size with futures to try it out, I would say just use Tradeovate, man, like everyone else. I guess TradeStation's up there too. I had some issues with them a year or so ago, but Tradeovate's out there. Webull's is okay. Entries are pretty crisp and clean. Exits are not. I've noticed that when I've got a stop placed, etc., there's about a second or more delay for the full order to fill. And for those of you at all familiar with NQ, MNQ, MES, and ES, that 1 second can be pretty brutal. I don't know that I would recommend it to them until they tighten up those orders. But like I said, entries are crisp and clean. Exits they leave something to be desired. But we'll be scalping that same Periscope strategy we were doing on SPY with the options portfolio, just on futures. It works better in my brain with futures. It's what I developed that strat. Well, developed as if I created it. I did not. It's what
in the lab.
Yeah, in the lab.
You're like Tony Stark making the Iron Man suit.
I'm just more comfortable doing the Periscope scalping with futures. But all that to say, we still have our options account. We'll still be taking flow plays. I'm gonna let Jay-Z get caught up to speed here. He's still drooling at his desk. We'll be taking the usual flow plays here. We'll be taking some earnings plays, some of Jay-Z's filter plays as well. So don't worry about that. You're still getting your options flow trading. I will say the remaining positions we have on are cooked, mostly because of that Adam position.
Hey, don't write out yet. We still have earnings potential.
You're not wrong.
Listen, man, I the amount of times I've seen shit bounce for earnings is just insane.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's technically what happened with Siri. We got out of that some pretty decent
Dude,
profit.
yeah, right. That was pretty insane. Yeah, I kind of want to chase Nvidia calls here. I'm going to, because it seems like we're gonna get a little bounce here.
A price here. Yeah, I forgot the Mag 7 got same day expirations, like the
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday expiries now.
Yeah.
Actually, not really particularly that
It's
expensive.
going. I'm hoping it holds. Let's see what the market wants to do as well at the
Yeah,
same
I'm not
time.
gonna chase it personally. I kind of see why though. It's got some good momentum pushing off the open here.
Yeah.
I would maybe want it to back test these pre-market highs down near 185 personally, but that's just my scalper brain talking. I don't want to chase into shit, especially on Monday right out of the gate. And we did have some choppiness in NQ right away up. Kind of looks like a nice rejection here. For those wondering, it will be micro contracts. This is a baby account. We're not gonna go
20%,
crazy.
Nick.
What's up?
20% on Nvidia.
Good shit, dude. So we'll keep an eye on this. I'll pop up in Periscope here in a minute as well. Jay-Z with your zoomed in, drooling in the corner head there. Are you done exiting your weekend swings? Because it's time to start looking.
Yeah. I'm a set a sell order for my PGY puts for earnings. I'm gonna try and get-
PGY? What even is that?
It was a play for ER. Dude, Nvidia is going, by the way. Holy shit.
Oh, PGY's kind of taking a nut kick.
Holy Nvidia, dude.
Nvidia.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep, there she goes.
I'm gonna it's gonna happen on
Those
live.
those at the money contracts at 187.5 I was looking at are up $100 per, right from when we talked
Holy
about it.
shit.
My man just
All right.
got himself a little Monday morning momentum. Good catch, dude. I hope you're trimming on the way up on that push.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Sorry, I'm trying here.
But this is actually good because when I'm scalping MNQ, I like to keep Nvidia in the back pocket because Nvidia likes to move shit. How's the rest of the Mag 7 doing? Microsoft is up 1%, Nvidia's up 2%, AMD's up 0.5%. The VIX is pushing. It looks like a lot of shit is still dumping though. Look at Amazon, Tesla, Apple. They're not moving with Nvidia all that much. I wonder who's going to catch up with who. But as you can see right here on NQ, Nvidia is doing just fine on its own.
Fucking, it's reminding me of Apple, dude. It reminds
Moving
me
the
of Apple,
cues.
what Apple did. Dude, Nvidia is gonna go. It's gonna go. Holy shit, pumping. I'm
he's like
having
really
the-
excited, but he's just looking straight down. And so it doesn't look like there's any excitement at all.
All right, that was my. I kept my stops at break even for this one. I'm watching.
Oh, fucking clapping in the corner like a seal over there.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited though.
Oh, that's just good family fun. All right, I am gonna actually real quick. Y'all are gonna see his camera get weird. I just gotta fix. It's like cutting him off. He's already having a fun day. We gotta keep his head.
Yeah, I was about to say, I see a little bit of him. He's like leaking out of the bottom of the frame.
Yeah, and his head is too inflated. We gotta make it smaller here. There we go. There we go. We can't let him get too cocky on a Monday morning.
Damn.
Yeah, NQ's going right along with Nvidia. Is everything else catching? AMD is now going up toward 1% up. What else we got here?
I want to give a shout out to
Meta
Maxine,
Green,
the
Meta
Belgian Malinois, who says, hello all. Thank you for being the first person in the X chat for sending a message this morning, Maxine. Do you have anything you'd like us to cover? You are our one and only chatter this morning.
Dude, it's Monday. People are still crawling their asses out of bed like
That is true. That's like, oh no.
Oh, we got a somebody on the YouTube that says Jay-Z Evasive said, "What's up, Evasive?"
Hey, if you got ticker requests, drop that shit in. You guys got us for a couple hours here. Give us something to do, baby. I'm going to let the market calm down before I start scalping futures. That was a lot of movement right out of the morning open here. Nvidia's kind of carrying the market on its back. Plus, I don't really want a 30-point stop loss.
20% day. That's great.
What's up?
I'm already at like a 20% day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's bust open some filters. I'm going to keep my chart open down here.
All right.
And I'm going to keep my super dashboard at the ready. We're currently pushing up in through a negative gamma zone with positive gamma above. I want to see how they react as they push through. If they can get through 69.35, see if I can't get a rejection of this positive gamma zone. See if I can't get a little scalpy poo to the downside. But right now, I'm hands off. I'm not much of a momentum trader. All right,
Oh,
what do we
I
got
got
going on in here right out of the gate, Jay-Z?
I had to also close my CLF puts as well. They got both of them got destroyed earnings. So I'm gonna talk a quick little thing. I was talking to people about the CLF earnings and how potential merger news. They had like, this is a steel company, right? So they could have had like a potential merger news slash they had the ability to like pump it a little bit more with it, but they didn't really have any good news and it was already overhyped. I feel like so I was trying to see if I could play the downside with the hype. Not they're not announcing something good for hype, and it actually did work out really well. PGY was also for AI stuff. I don't think they really had a really good earnings due to AI and stuff. So they both worked out pretty well. Both flow were pretty relatively bearish when you looked at.
Yeah,
when you
PGY
looked
is
at
another
them.
one of those tickers I don't think I know.
Yeah. So what I do is I look at like previous implied moves for earnings and see if I can pick and choose some of the better ones because obviously when you have like 25 plus earnings going on a day, it's hard to like really figure out like all of them, right? So you want to like kind of like make a list like before earnings happens and then you can go over like a few things and see what people got to think about it, right? So kind of off that basis, I try and look at like actual implied moves and like prior implied moves. Even though it's not supposed to have a big one today, it could still move, right? That doesn't mean it won't move. But yeah.
Oh yeah, hit him with
Oh
the oh
yeah.
yeah again on Monday.
Oh yeah.
Wake up!
Can I get
Grab a bunch of put a little back up.
can I get a oh yeah?
We got Sage asking about Hood and Entrepreneur7641 asking about INTC. Any thoughts on either of those?
Word.
Yeah,
we
let
can
me
take a
go
little
Hood.
peek see at Hood. One of
On-
my biggest, the girl who got
Honestly, I'm actually I feel like I want to be bullish going into earnings. Hood has earnings on Tuesday, I believe, after hours. And I want to be bullish on Hood going into earnings. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people use Hood, man. Like I feel like Hood is a big thing
Oh,
nowadays.
for sure.
So
I guess my
think-
question though is so back when I always gotta remind myself and feel a little bit of pain. I'm gonna throw up on the screen and show everybody real quick where I was harping on Hood. And people should and by people I mean my homies listen. Damn, Hood's down quite a bit actually. Probably trailing with Bitcoin some. Oh, my scalping EMAs do not work on Hood. That looks like shit. Oh my god. Let me switch this to the monthly. I called Hood right fucking before here. This is the monthly, so let me go to the weekly actually. Right in here. February 2024. And my premise was, hey, Hood has a shitload of Bitcoin that's not being talked about, y'all. Bitcoin's doing its halving shit. It usually creates some upside volatility in the months that follow. And look what Hood did without me. My boy Nate, who may or may not be in the audience this morning, his ass is probably asleep. He played it both in shares and contracts. He made like 1,000% on the contracts, and I think he's still in his shares. And god damn it, it went all the way up to 154. That is I missed out on a 10x because I didn't buy. But I guess my question is, do you think Hood's earnings are gonna pop off really hard with what Bitcoin's been? Bitcoin's been getting just shellacked to shit.
I think so. Because I have a feeling. Think about this right for a second. MSTR, right? MSTR had, like everybody was thinking the same thing about MSTR. They were getting smacked as they were going. They were getting smacked more and more and more. And they actually did announce some like favorable things, I believe. And MSCR was very bullish going in after earnings. Like they went up like crazy. So I would wanna be bullish on Hood just because of that. We'll find out though. I want to see.
Fair
I do want to
enough.
see.
I
do
do
wanna
see
see flow.
here on the weekly, it came down to a low of 71.88 on its current dump trajectory. It has support just below 68, and that bounce could be signaling a reversal before they fully tested that. So you might be onto something. But
Yeah.
damn, it's down
Yeah.
a shitload from its high.
Not that dips can like Wans would say dips can keep dipping.
Yeah,
but,
true.
But I think that Hood
The
being the
hourly
company,
showing a little bit of an upside reversal pattern.
yeah, Hood being what Hood is, I think Hood will probably at least try and get a bounce, in my opinion. I think the people are using Hood so much. It's like insanely used nowadays. I mean, I still use Hood, right? Like that's what I trade on mainly. When I do
Oh,
my
we know.
stuff.
You're hiding in the corner every morning.
I do use for my bigger one of my bigger accounts. I do use Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. I do like Thinkorswim a lot. But
Thinkorswim's pretty goated.
Hood is just easy for me to get in and out of stuff and just buy stuff like that here and
Yeah,
there.
it very
yeah.
much gamifies the trade.
Yeah, it does. It makes Adhesion like me really happy. But I think there's a lot of people that use it, and I think that they should be announcing good numbers, right? Let's see the flow going into it. Let's see the actual move going into
Yeah,
earnings
take a peek.
before.
See. Are those
we'll take a
Unity
peek.
calls after all that's happened?
Yeah, I was about to look at those. That's a lot of Unity. Like, I mean, they're up 6%. I mean, obviously, right? They've been getting smacked. 161 was the entry on those, and their call volume is super high today. I mean, they've had a high call volume last time too. God, I need some coffee. But yeah, I'll be interested to see the Unity as well. I mean, the bottom has to have a little bit of bottom, right, at some point, right? And you got to catch that bottom a little bit. So it's important. But I also think that, like everybody says, dips can keep dipping, right? You never know. And then we have what was the other one? You said Hood, and I had an Iron request. I have an Iron.
Yeah, I
dropped a couple of links.
I did drop
Okay.
a few in there.
All right, cool. Let me look. All
I'm
right,
currently
let me-
eyeballing what we do basically right around here. We gave a couple of really initial rejections of those attempts at 6940 SPX. I'm just keeping an eye on it. I see the negative gamma below us falling off, which makes me think they might try to hold this range as support. I'm not going to filter in to any shorts or puts quite yet. But this has some legs to it. So I'm not going to try to do any top ticking shenanigans. We'll see what they do here.
Intel is doesn't have enough volume for me to be wanting to get something. The only thing that I see semi interesting is this, but I think that's very hedgy because it's a 213.37 put for like 5 cents. When you see something like this, for me, when I see something like this, normally it signifies a little bit of hedging or maybe chasing down a little bit more to see if they get more downside, right? But overall, I haven't seen anything that's significant for Intel. As much as I think Intel's also been doing really well, right? They have been doing really well for the past few weeks. They did have that bad drop for earnings, but they're trying to recover right now.
Little 4% dippy poo.
Yeah, they did get cooked on earnings though, so it made sense. But yeah, I mean, Intel's long term Intel, like with the chips and stuff. I would want to be bullish on them, right? As much as I hate Intel. They're very. I mean, just because I hate something, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna play it, right? Besides, there's one ticker I will never play. Oh, what happened? Is gonna be BA. I would never touch that stock ever in my life.
I feel like you have more shit that you hate than you like.
I do have a lot of stuff that I hate because I feel like from the years of trading and stuff like that, right? I've been like, it's not the ticker's fault. This is my fault more so, but like I feel like there's just the relationship between some tickers and me have just become very sour because I'm like, I didn't do too well on that. I mean, but I do revisit them, right? Like I played calls and puts all this year, right? And they worked out well. So the relationship is growing, right? It gets better. It's a mutually understanding relationship now. So,
and just looking at futures here as well. Right here, they tried to bait some shorts. Look at that wick. NQ dropped 180 to dropped 60 points in about 2 seconds there and got bought right the hell back up. This is why I'm not trying to top tick shit, guys. This would have gotten me in profit and stopped me out pretty much right away in about 30 seconds there. So we're still hands off on Periscope scalps. Right now we're kind of in a big dips get bought situation. So if you're someone who's comfortable with longs, you can try to buy up one of these dips back through this negative gamma zone. But like I said, that negative gamma is falling off. As someone who's best at shorts, I'm hands off right now. This has a lot of momentum to the upside. We're back to it.
My Nvidia puts are 500% now.
Puts?
Sorry, calls.
I was gonna say what?
Yeah.
How?
My calls are 500% right now. From that morning, Nvidia is on an absolute tear, dude.
What's it up to now? It's just been pushing. Yeah, 193, dude. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So I
What a
have
push off the
I
open
have
for Nvidia.
187 fives and 192 fives, and 192 fives already in the money. They went from 0.35 a contract to 4.4 a contract, dude. 2.3 a contract. It's insane.
Good old fashioned boing.
Yeah, and then the 87 fives went from 1.42 to 6.15.
There are
Insane.
no put buyers in the market right now. We're at negative 56 million net put premium right out of the gate here. We're only 20 minutes into the session, and we're at positive 68 million for net call premium. I might be looking for an MNQ dip to buy, and we'll see how things go, folks, because I'm bad at longs. I get jittery in longs. That's a pretty big rejection off 69.40 on SPX. I'm going to eyeball this. If they hold above 25.106 on NQ, I might take a teeny tiny micro. Just watching. That's a big rejection. That's the kind of rejection I look for as someone who shorts. Basically that. I got to see how this 1 minute handles this sell here. If we close below this range, where's my boxes? I just want a plain old box. Help me out here, Weeble. Rectangle. This little range here below us, right above the last range off the open, if they can't hold this, we're getting back into shorts territory. Well, we're not there yet. Right now they're trying to hold up. So I'm just keeping an eye for them to test the bottom of this range to possibly get in a long. Like I said, I'm better at shorts, so I get really gun shy when I long. We'll keep an eye on that, though. Do we have other requests from Mr. Foam Surfer?
PFE as well. What I'm looking at right now.
Pfizer time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big
Pfizer-
rejection. They're tempting me to chase, but I'm not gonna.
To tempt us, chase to tempt us. Why?
Not
This
the
is on-
temptation. Find it myself.
So this Pfizer contract that I got linked, they're only 440 premium. That is very, very little, and it's very not my thing. I don't think I would want to get that because the premiums are super low, right? I wanna see at least 10K premium or like something close to that on a stock like Pfizer. Like this is 448 in premium. So if you have like a different contract you want me to check, maybe you accidentally typed the wrong one. Just let me know and I'll take a look at it. We had Iron to check. Somebody want to check Iron. Iron did really well, didn't they? Started moving after earnings as well. Nice little pumperoonie. Yeah, let's check this out. The 213. Somebody's seems like they're looking like that BTO transacted.
SPX is pushing down toward the next positive gamma level at 69.20 SPX. If they hold this with some volume, I will go with them back to the upside. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking for shorts here off there.
I'd be waiting for a little bit more volume on Iron. These are 213s. I mean, they're probably already they're trying to catch a quick move up to the upside. We'll see. I do see the call premium dropping a little bit and the put premium rising. Not the biggest fan of that right now, but I will keep my eyes on it. Nothing yet. I haven't seen anything on flow yet for Iron, at least from what I know. What are these XPO puts? Holy. But yeah, nothing yet, nothing too crazy yet for Iron Flow yet. So, and then we had, someone said the Oracle. Hold on, let me see if that was pinged here. Oracle. Thank you, Tucker.
I'm going to take one micro here.
All right, let's see it. Show it on your screen.
And my stop is going to be pretty tight. I'm only risking about $50 on this. Here's where I'm going for. I don't want them to get back above this range that we just formed above us. My target really is down here. It's not that far. My stop is actually a little bit farther away than my target is, but that's okay. We're keeping this nice and cozy because if they bounce off of this range right here from earlier this morning, it's just another dip buy opportunity, and I'll have to pretty much flip my trade around. But I'll keep y'all posted. We'll hang on to this one a little bit. Like I said, we're trading micros. This is a baby account. We're not going to get carried away here. We got to play it safe. Futures can get really volatile, and you can lose a shitload of money really fucking fast. We'll keep an eye on this. Risking about $50 on this trade. My target's about 30 points away. Oh, we're getting a little bit of a bump downward here. Again, my target 2580 or so. Usually what I do when I get my move like this is I'll add into it. Like, we're on a baby account, guys, so we can't be getting feisty. We can't be getting feisty. MNQ likes to move. I'm gonna let it do its thing. While this plays out, Jay-Z, you are back on, baby.
Sounds good. JP said, "Gold and silver. Do you guys even trade?" I'm like, I don't touch gold and silver because I'm
That
not.
shit's too volatile for me right now.
I will see if I see any flow. I'll take it. If not, I don't really do that. I will play normal flow for right now, or earnings is what I normally do. But yeah, that's what I normally trade. And then we
All
have
right,
the
they got
Oracle.
me. That's why I kept it tight, folks. We tested it perfectly. The bottom of that range I drew. Perfect test of it. What I said earlier was that dip buying opportunities, and I played the opposite side. But that's all right. We're still pretty much double on the account. We're hanging out. We're keeping stops tight and cheap. I'll let you guys know if I hop back in. I want to see if they play in this range for a while, actually. This could be a range trader's wet dream if they don't bust right back out the top of it. All right, sorry. I'll stop interrupting.
No, you're good. Somebody asked about the Oracles. Oracle's already up 9%. I think we were looking at Oracle last week too, Nick, at some point.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, this looks like a thing. Contracts are transacted the ask on both timestamps over here, and I think they're BTO. So yeah, this looks like the same trader just because of the times. 4999 and one here, right? So it's 5,000 size. They seem to be already up a significant amount, and I wouldn't be surprised if they would not. I would be surprised if they don't start taking profit on those either. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna chase this right now. The market is on an uptrend. I feel like, right, Nick? You said.
Yeah, I mean, they're buying this dip up, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for see if I get another entry midday because we're gonna get some pullbacks. Nvidia is already pulling back. I will look for an Nvidia re-entry at some point today as well.
Yeah, that thing came out chomping at the bid, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That was
champing it.
that was perfect. I got in. I got 400% and 300% on both my contracts, and I was happy.
NQ might be making its leg up here. I'm still just keeping an eye on this exact same range. They haven't busted out the top yet. They're just kind of trolling around the bottom of it. If we get another dip down to the bottom of this range, I would be criminal to not long it. So I'm gonna keep my hands under my ass cheeks until they give me something spicy.
But regarding this Oracle contract, I mean, they do look good. I mean, they do look good, and you have time if you end up chasing it too. Like, I wouldn't. I don't want to. I would want to wait for a little small pullback. I probably won't give me one if the market keeps pushing up, but it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna chase that right now because I already chased a little bit of Nvidia momentum. But for right now, I'm gonna sit on hands until I get a better entry or different flow. But they do look good, by the way. So if you were wondering about that, yeah. Pep puts thinking dividend stocks go down as money rotates. I haven't seen any Pep flow as of recently. If I see any Pep
We
flow,
briefly talked about it last week, though.
yeah, I took calls on Pep, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I think they played out something. I took some direction, they played out really well.
A little bit of an earnings shenanigan.
Probably, yeah. But right now, I'll wait for some flow to actually come in. If I do see some flow, then we'll go from there. But as of right now, I'm waiting. I need some confluence consistency with stuff to be able to want to take something. Phenom says the Pfizer, the 2.5 from a few days ago, 2.5, 2026.
Hey, if there's more confluence on that cheaper contract, maybe.
Why is it not popping up?
Baby, 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 oh, baby. 6C. Somebody's asking for rig.
Yeah,
Just dropped it. Just dropped it.
Find this Pfizer contract 2.5. Oh, from 2.5. Oh, never mind. From 2.5. 796. So
From
if you're looking
I thought
at
you said
this,
425. I was like a little
yeah.
late for that, dog.
So if you're looking at this, if you look at it, majority of the volume didn't carry over. That means it was either changed hands or they got out that intraday, right? So I'm not the biggest fan of that. 2.6 did have some volume, then half of it basically carried over. Again, I'd like to see more carryover, to be very fair with you. Like something like this, right? Over here, the A392s, they majority carried over, right? And this looks like they're transacted at the bid. So possibly leaving STO on those, right? But yeah, so I would be hesitant on those as of right now, for right now. So if this was STO, I believe they made money on it, right, Nick? If I'm not mistaken, as it go down, yeah, seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if those are STO, they're sitting
Yeah.
pretty here.
yeah. So just an FYI.
Back in a
not-
tiny position to the downside. I'm up a whopping $5. My stop, same spot, basically. They get me again, we're going to go hands off for like half an hour here.
The
Keep her safe.
26 Oh, here it is. Okay, better. So he's talking about 26s. 4188, 418822. Oh my God.
Want to see if they give me
English and
6920 again on SPX. It's kind of
Ah.
looking like they're going to hold the range, but hey, rules are rules. I saw it. I got to take it again. If they get me, I will fuck off for a little.
All right, so 34,000 did carry over. And then we had more volume coming, 29,000, 24,000 did carry over. Interesting, right? It's pretty interesting. Let me look at the overall overview for PFE actually.
Trying to give a little SPX
Hmm.
push back through this negative gamma zone. Let's see if I gotcha baited again. Up about $15 on the tiny little.
Take it. Take
Big money, big money, big money.
the money. Okay. Yes, they look like they held over. I mean, these look good. I just still don't. I would like to see more, actually, to be very fair with you. But
Bust out in some grease music.
yeah. But they are cheaper than they were first. So that's also a plus point, right? So the call premium is dropping, and the put premium is up. So maybe price action needs to catch up. So maybe there is some money to be made. But I wouldn't, again, not the biggest fan of chasing puts per se, because sometimes I think more than likely they could be quote unquote hedges, but that doesn't look like one. But we'll see. They do look interesting though. But the price action does need to catch up a little bit. If you look at the overall,
All right, they got me. I'm hands off for, let's go, 5 minutes. I want to see if they can get out of this damn range before I try to jump back in. Couple of spikes
Yeah,
and put premium there, Pfizer. Damn.
Yeah, that was that one. That was that specific.
Oh, that's
one.
the from
yeah
from the
yeah,
fifth.
yeah, from the 5th and 6th. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So
We
keep
got
tab-
Exo Trader 5000 in the YouTube chat saying, I was watching last month's stream. I was like, why are they looking at 1215 contracts?
That's pretty funny.
How did that happen?
Yeah, like honestly, Exo Trader, send your story in the chat here. How did you end up on last month's stream? Like honestly, did you just like search Whale Watch on YouTube and something came up?
Hey, if so, hell yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
sign. I'll
yeah.
take it. Hey.
But also, come on, man.
What are you doing?
All right, these rig contracts, more rig flow, huh? Does rig have earnings? All right. These are most likely earnings plays. Rig has earnings 219, which is next week. It's in 10 days. I would not want to. I do not want to take this because I would want to see what comes before earnings. I'm not trying to ride rig. I've tried to ride rig before for earnings. It has not worked out well for me. I'm not saying this time is going to be it's going to be different. I'm saying that I just don't want to do it because it is a high risk tolerance for me to do that. It's also a $6 stock, so I'm not going to stay away until I see more earnings flow come in, and hopefully we have some good confluence going in there. But good thing to keep tabs off, right? This is a $5.94 billion stock with a 94,000 market premium coming in, right? So really high premium for a lower market cap stock. I do like those a lot, so something to keep in mind. So,
What I mentioned earlier, if you're a range trader, by the way, what I mentioned is what is happening currently. We're still range bound here within my little box. If I didn't say I was going to keep my hands under my ass cheeks for a few minutes, I would be eyeballing rejections at the top, holds at the bottom. And right now if you're a momentum trader, you need one of these sides to break. And right
You want to
now
play a meme?
they're just hanging out. We can play a meme. What do you want? I'll switch over to the options.
These space calls look kind of interesting.
SPCE.
Let me look and make sure they're not like.
They're bouncing off the bottom good and hard. Yeah, this is definitely memey. This is
Yeah.
$2.50.
Yeah, these are 220s, $5 up. Well, not that 10. Never mind. They're actually increasing in price.
Were you looking at the
Yeah.
2.5s?
Yeah. It's not the 3 calls, the 3s.
Oh, the 3s.
Yeah. Too high now. Entry was better earlier.
Yeah, they're right off the bottom of 252 this morning. Now, granted, these candles look big, but it's a penny stock basically, right? So this giant candle is 6 cents. You know what I'm saying? Virgin Galactic.
Yeah. I used to play that a lot long ago.
Yeah,
Now
this
it's
thing
like
used to
a-
meme its ass off.
Now it's a $3 stock, dude. God damn.
They're having a bad
Lord.
time. I mean, it's got this little pre-market gap, but it's 20 cents up to 2.5. They're starting to push into the bottom of it here. If they can kind of rip up through the gap, they're probably okay. They tried once in the pre-market right here, this giant red wick. They tried to push back up into that gap up, failed it. And yeah, I mean, I'd keep an eye on it if you're already in, just to make sure they don't reject this again.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm not in it.
if that cheapo contract's running away from us, I'm not gonna push it.
Yeah, I'm not in it, by the way. Just an FYI.
Hood's up 4%. Shit.
Nvidia might give me that pullback I wanted.
Hood's
over
also
here.
setting up for
Hold
another
on.
leg up here.
Hold on. You gonna give me that pullback I wanted, Nvidia?
Nvidia looks like it's kind of flagging. They
Yeah,
take
it
out
might get-
192.08, you're gonna miss your read.
yeah. I
But then
think it
again, if
wants
they
to-
lose 190.71, or they can back test all the way down to 185, basically, still be bull.
I'm gonna take a flyer. We'll see what happens.
I believe I can fly.
I want to see if I can snag that re.
My dude's scalping 0 dates on the Mag 7, y'all.
Yeah. How times have changed.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
How times have changed. Dude, this 0 date thing is terrible for my health.
Oh,
Look at
if
these
you're a Momo
STMs.
guy, you got your break out the top of the range there. Yeah, they ranged quite a bit here for about 10 minutes, and then boom! Right out to the new high of day. Correct account here's open. We're down a little bit today. This might end up be one of the mornings where I take my 0 for 2 and don't touch shit until around the lunch hour and power hour. That's usually what I'll do. If I don't hit a couple of moves right away in the morning, I like to, settle down because I get carried away sometimes. And we doubled the account in like 2 days. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get all giddy and trying to top kick shit.
50% here on Nvidia reentry.
Good shit, dude. It might be setting up for like an actual leg up though. So if you have
Yeah.
a runner, leave it on.
Yeah, I got
Leave it
runners
on and leave it there unless they lose that 190.
So I have the runners still for the ones I got in the morning. I
nice.
I added 195 and 197.5
nice.
just for shits and giggles there. So I'll hold those a little bit longer because I have nothing to lose. It's all house money now, and I have a lot of.
I don't like that phrase though. By the way, it's all house
What?
money. It's not house
Well,
money. It's your money. You already made
yeah.
it. So you're just risking
Yeah.
profits. You're not risking house money. We don't. No,
Sure,
not no
sure.
house money shit.
Sure. If you want. Someone's
Your
hammering
money.
STMs. STM is coming in. Why?
All right,
are
y'all,
they
if you
hammering-
got any ticker requests or actual flow you saw you want a breakdown of, drop that shit in. Right now, I'm basically just watching this NQ chart to see if they give me a new clean entry.
Hey, can you look at the STM chart for me for a second, please?
Nah.
Because there's a lot of flow coming to STM right now. It's up 9% for the day, but
The micro. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's already pumping off that stair step up again already. This would very much be a chase. It's up 10%.
yeah, I know
God
this
damn.
flow's coming in like crazy. $436,000 and
Yeah, people jumping on the momentum on this one, it looks like. I
Jesus.
wouldn't be comfortable doing it unless I get another dip into this range personally. But then again, I'm in scalper brain. We opened the futures account. My brain's like intraday
Yeah.
only. Yeah, dude, it's got a massive gap below too of like $3. If I were to long here, my stop would be so painful, man. It gapped up in the pre-market here about $2. It is moving. This is moving. I think people are jumping on the momentum train for this bad boy. What do we got for the 33s are $1.05 and we're basically there. I gotta wait, man. If somebody
Alright.
bought these on Friday, they're up 500% today.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Now, does that mean it's not gonna go? No, not at all. It just
No,
means
you
my
just don't
risk-
want to. Yeah, you
my
want. Yeah,
risk
that's fair.
tolerance isn't.
That's fair. No, that makes sense.
If we get a test of 31 evens, I'm gonna draw a line there. If we get a test of 31 evens from up here, 3106 technically, but 31-ish, then yeah, I'm gonna play this again because that means they back tested that gap up and held it.
Yeah,
And then be bullish
tabs.
as fuck. But I need to see it happen first, personally, for this little baby whale watch account. But I got it watch listed, baby. We'll be double visiting that. Let's see if they set up a new range up here. It's much tighter than the last. There's only about 30 points here. Support right about 25,190 on an NQ. But I wanna see it really test all the way down to our prior range from the open. That would be a little bit more of a confident long. Man, I hate when we're trending because I'm bad at trend trading. I'm more catch the downside reversal on a pump day. And so I just feel like this is boring as shit for the homies. I got them all excited. Hey, we're going to scalp futures with unusual whales now. And I'm just like, no, gotta wait. They're like, oh, that sucks. You suck. But I mean, we said it on the last show too. Most of trading's fucking waiting, dude.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
I just burnt my tongue.
Yeah,
Ow!
I need some caffeine.
I just shipped my pants.
That a boy?
Hey, that's a reference. It's a reference, guys.
That's how you break into the Mondays, guys. Tucker shit his pants.
No, shipped. It's the fuck. It's
No,
the,
he shit
it's
his
the
pants.
ad, man.
Nope.
Come on,
It's too
man.
late, dude.
Ah,
Now you're trapped. You're gonna be forever known as the guy who shits his pants on Unusual Whales. Sound off,
Alright.
guys. Tucker shit his pants. Tweet and
Anthony
tag him.
Anthony goes. Find some flow to make up for my Super Bowl loss bet, please. Sounds like, you know what that sounds like, Anthony? A personal problem.
Damn! All right, we're getting a little bit of this push down on MNQ. Does Nicholas have the balls to long for once? Let's see. It's not dipping enough for me to do it yet, but we're watching. We're about 40 points off the highs. This is a little bounce spot. I want it to go deeper. I want it to test my range here. It might not, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not comfortable with longs. So I really need to get my full back test to be comfortable jumping in. So I will wait. Hurry up and wait.
Nvidia did drop me out at break even on the ones I just got in recently. So
Oh, the back test ad? I
yeah,
think they're
so
going to
I-
bounce again.
I took profit and then I set stops at break even because the profit was not a lot, right?
Man,
So-
we don't have any 0-day positive gamma from here, basically all the way up to 69.50, which is the top of the intraday straddle as well. All negative below us, down to 69.20. 69.35 is building. Maybe they can knife through it and give that 20 test way down there. I almost feel like the way positive gamma's building way above us, this might just continue to be a buy the dips day. I know we have negative gamma below. I know the general theory is acceleration through negative, but when I see this building up here, the MMs are long and calls above us. I want to see if we can get up there before I try taking another short. The only thing that's going to convince me to short from here, other than that happening, that massive test above us, I mean, they're building all the way up to 7,015. Do I think we get up there today? Not really, but it's possible. We've been having 2% days for no goddamn reason here and there for the last month or so. 69.75 is really heavy. I got to see a firm rejection off a pump to try to get up there, to try to top tick this shit. Otherwise, I need to see a full reversal through this negative gamma zone, lose 69.20 and reject it from below. And again, that's way down there. It's 20 points below us. on SPX, there's no safe short entries up here. And honestly, I wouldn't long it without a dip to 69.20 either. My risk reward would not be there. Does that mean you can't? No. Like there's opportunities on these smaller dips to get in. Like this one right here already was one. Like I said, we dipped 40 points from the high, basically exactly. And you'd be up almost 40 points right now if you long that. But yes, we tested this little range from the morning as well. But I want the back test of this big range that we were trapped in to show me buyers want to keep it above. They do want to keep it above. It's happening right now, but it wasn't a safe entry for. And we still got net call premiums juicing their way to Jupiter.
Path calls coming in too, actually. Interesting. Path
Iron.
earnings is yeah.
The way you say every time you say iron, I feel like you're saying like iron weird.
That's funny. Somebody asked me to check AMPX. I know that AMPX is. I just looked at it earlier. It was up 2%. Now it's already up 3.51%. They are not. I don't think there's enough volume for me to want to chase. They are pushing up though, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some volume coming in to, from momentum chasing over here.
With something like this, I like to see the calls precede the move.
Yeah.
Here we're just kind of moving up in line.
Up, without anything. Could be a meme. You never know, but
solid new high of day on NQ.
Yeah, RDW.
That was the dip, boys. Nicholas did not have the balls to long for once.
RDW also does not have enough flow for me to want to do anything right now. I would want to see a lot more coming up on the higher end. So, nothing crazy yet. But yeah. Again, to our tandem right there. So we'll see.
There are 230 of you watching concurrently right now. First off, I love you. Thanks for kicking it with us. Second off, drop some requests, man. If you got just general questions even about how I or JZU's flow, about, you know, any tickers that you're curious about, just let us know. We'll do some raw dives on tickers. Even if you didn't necessarily see anything, we'll do some diving. We are pushing up towards that 69.50, boys. We just got a spike of net put premiums as well. I still don't love it, man. Every dip gets bought up. I'm not going to try to top tick it. I got to get my confirmation today.
Yeah, it did. See, all right.
But net put premiums during this pump, this is something I like to see when I'm trying to find my reversal patterns. 69.50 is still kind of my upside target for the short term. They're still building positive gamma way above, but right here we just saw a 20 million jump in net put premiums. 20 million bucks came into the market while we're pumping 4 puts. So I'm keeping an eye on this. Maybe they give me a really clean rejection up here by 69.50 to ride back down to test the top of that prior range. We'll see. I'll scream and holler. If we get the spice.
HL, look at these. These are interesting. What's the market cap on this?
All right, net put premiums just jumped up yet another 10 million.
Hecla Mining. 0.26, 0.1. That is not much tape to go off of here.
Is this more precious metals miners?
These are miners. Yep, Hecla Mining. Basic materials.
With an E. Given all the news, with an E.
Miner.
With an E. With an E. Just to dissociate from all the shit in the news, we're talking about miners with an E. An ERS, just to be clear.
These are super interesting on these HLs. Interesting. Very interesting HL play. Damn, 4 days to expiration, Nick.
They are cheap, but I mean, on a bounce, a 4% bounce on the day.
ER is 217. They did not cover ER either. Interesting.
Is this someone that's cocky with the momentum? Or do they got a little bit of a hint?
Interesting.
They were. Do I try the range to range here? It's only a 10-point stop out. I'm going to try it.
They were $31 on January 23rd, and now they're sitting at around.
We might be going fishing here. This is preemptive right after I said I'm not going to try to top tick. I really like how put premiums are moving. I'm going to keep this about 15 points to my stop out. This is definitely a bullish pattern. That's why my stop's so tight. This just looks like yet another range over range stair step up. Keeping that real tight. Keeping that real tight. Because this can just blow the top off.
All right, so entrepreneur, I just joined Unusual Whales. Need an advice on how you guys find good hidden options that Whale is building. Can you also talk about volume and OI as well? Yeah, we can. So I tend to look for my kind of thing. What I look for is kind of different. I kind of look for weird names I've never seen before with high amounts of premiums. Right. If I see something with a lower market cap, actually that was an example here earlier that I did like. I think space is a bad example, but let's take space for example, right? Like 145 million market cap, you're having around 20,000 ish volume coming in there. I like that. I like to see stuff like that. It's kind of what I look for. Volume or OI basically indicates an opening trade.
I'm going to preemptively stop out before it hits my stop. This is bullish.
Okay. I will. Volume or OI is basically an opening trade, saying that the trade was opened. It doesn't mean it's bullish or bearish. You have to dig a little bit through there. And again, I think Snorlax has a great post that's saying that just because it's ass doesn't mean it's a buy, and just because it's a bid doesn't mean it's a sell. I don't know if you can find that X link, Tucker, and post that in the chats.
What was the link?
The one that Snorlax says buy is not a sell. The
Got
buy
it.
doesn't mean
Yep.
necessarily ass doesn't mean necessarily. Damn, dude, English is so hard today for me. Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
actually going to
okay.
give you a full breakdown link, Tucker. It'll be a little better. It breaks down directionality of flow in general from all directions: buy to open, sell to open, buy to close, sell to close. The 4 ways options can transact, not including exercise/assignment. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wants is eating, by the way.
Wants is always eating, dude. He's
Yeah,
not.
Wants
He's
is
not a
always
coward
eating.
to long like I am. Wants is ever feasting, and I am going to.
Did you send it then unsend it?
I did not.
Did you unsend?
Oh,
it?
never mind.
How do I unsend something?
How do you unsend something?
Unsent. No more.
Any other entrepreneur? Any other question? Nick, anything you would like
Use
to
that
add?
6950 tap.
Anything you'd like to add, Nick, for like unusual whale stuff? I basically said that I look for like random tickers with higher premiums and stuff coming in. That's kind of unusual, which is what I use unusual whales for, basically. Anything you'd like to add? I mean, I'm sure Nick uses.
I like interval
Nick,
flow personally.
Yeah.
I like seeing repeat action on the same contract, sometimes with some confluence from other contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really recommend taking the time to read those introductory articles. It's crucial information you're going to need. Like, period. It covers the basics, and if you don't have a grasp on the basics, you're just throwing money at random shit. Don't do that. That can get really dangerous really fast. Yeah, that 4 ways options transact that Tucker just dropped is a really good place to start. There's another one called Indicators of Unusual Options Flow, written by Snorlax UW instead of me. That is an amazing read. Education's key. And the education channel on Unusual Whales YouTube channel, huge as well. Lots of clean breakdowns. But I like seeing size and volume combined being size by itself being larger than the day's prior volume combined with open interest. That gives us confirmation of a brand new trade. For example, right there, that HL that I think you were just looking at is a prime example of that. We had 1250 size on what, like 100 something open interest? Yeah, 150 open interest. That is a guaranteed new position.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's impossible for somebody who has 150 contracts to close 1250. No matter what, this is a new position. Because the size of this one transaction here is larger than the prior volume of the day combined with open interest. You can't close contracts you don't have. So this is a new position. Do we know for sure this is bought to open? No. It's likely to be because it's closer to the ask than the bid. But as Jay-Z was saying earlier, that's not a guarantee that it's bought. It's just a higher likelihood that it's bought.
Yeah.
But one thing is guaranteed. That is a new position. Yo, I'm missing that rejection of 6950 so dramatically right now.
This could
We are
also
down
be
50
one of those
points from the high on NQ.
This could also be a situation where that 20.26 is technically the actual bid as well. I don't know. It could be because it's we're looking at this right now, but I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to say with these very very wide spreads, right? So, I wanna see more, on the tape before all that stuff.
We are still getting net put premiums juicing. Man, it'd be kind of a painful stop out if I chase here, but I think we might be getting that rejection off 6950. I'm going to wait this 3-minute candle out, see what they do, if they can get back into that top out range. Otherwise, I might be playing this rejection a little bit to the downside.
One of the homies asked me to give him a salute. He sent me a DM. I was like, here you go. That's my salute to you.
I'm convinced.
Also, what was it? We had, what was the question? Somebody said, Michael says, Once is the Oracle. He is. Once
Yeah,
is very
Once
good.
is really good.
Once is very good.
He plays both sides. I basically play only the downside because I'm a coward.
Yeah. My man's very good at doing what he does.
He's really good. I'm gonna guilt trip him to come on the show.
Yeah,
I want more perspectives on Periscope because not a whole lot of people are scalping Periscope, and it is great for that.
Yeah.
Let's
see.
I'm going to safe re-entry. It looks like.
Entrepreneur, if you have any more questions, you're always welcome to ask. You can always DM us or tag us on X as well. And then you can always ask questions on the Unusual Whales Discord too. There's a lot of people that know a lot of things in there. And also tune in to Snorlax's stream because Snorlax
every Thursday, baby, right before Power Hour.
So much education to go over with him, and he does a really good job at teaching. Like I just do degenerate stuff. So teaching wise, Snorlax is the best at teaching basic flow stuff and more diving into the platform.
All I usually do is make great callouts and then don't take it.
Yeah,
as I watch us be 70 points from the highs, right where I said it'd reject.
They go the opposite of you or the?
No, I'll just pop it up on screen again. I was talking about that 6950 positive gamma, and they ran right into it and sold off. Perfect rejection of that spot. There's also a massive flip here down below. 6945 is extremely building up. Not extremely. I mean, it's not crazy numbers we're looking at here. But all 6945, 6940 have built toward the negative. 6935's fallen off a little bit, but not enough to be convincing. It's kind of looking like they're going to just do some back tests of levels here. And I missed the ball on the big one. One of the reasons I was also saying, aside from that positive Gex wall there at 6950, is the whole time we were pumping toward it, net put premiums were coming off their lows. People were transacting puts on the ask that entire time. Net put premiums have jumped 30, almost 40 million from its lows. The signs were there. I was still watching for that 6950, but I didn't have the balls after going 0 for 2 to just top tick it, and I should have. So now we are back to, guess what? Waiting. So if we get another back test at the bottom of that top out range, I'll probably take a stab at my shorts again. But we're pretty far off the high now.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I'm still awaiting something spicy to see if I can take, but nothing has been spicy yet. Just being patient. It's a lot of waiting games on Flow at least.
It is mostly waiting games.
Puts. Oh, hold on. What are all these snap puts coming in?
What are you whoa-whoa-ing?
These snap puts. There's a bunch of snap puts that came in. Snap got clobbered for earnings, by the way. Snapchat. Does anybody still use Snapchat? I still use Snapchat. I know you do, Nick.
Kinda. Once a week.
once a week?
Go ahead and check how long it takes me to open your snaps, dude.
I know, it takes a hot minute, doesn't it? Little rejection on these things so far.
All right, let's see how sad I am. I missed that entry. I'm pretty sad. They're gonna leg down again here. Do I? Yeah, I got to. All right, one tiny contract. I'm trailing to the 1 minute. See if I got some momentum here. If not, this is just gonna bounce back up and give me the entry I wanted anyway. We'll lose like 20 bucks on this if I'm wrong here for chasing. I may well be.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I'm going to take that off preemptively. Let's see if they give me the entry I wanted. I should have actually shown that on the screen so I could show you guys what I mean about exits. The Weeble is very slow on Futures exit. It's kind of a problem. Pretty good on entries. Absolute dog shit when you try to get out. It takes a second, and that can be really dangerous. But luckily, we're small size with a small account. It's not that big a deal. But if you were punting real size on this, that would be very problematic, and I absolutely would not use Weeble Futures for that. Honestly, if we double this again, I'm probably just going to transfer it to an actual futures brokers. Because once we start sizing up a little bit, those exits like that, dude, those are going to be a problem. Like, factors of a couple $100 in a trade just lost because the exit didn't. All right, that was a good spot to stop out. Look at this pump off the bottom of that range. Now I'm going to be looking for re-entry, or if the buyers are like, screw you guys, new high a day. This was just another stair step for a dip buying opportunity, which it may well have been.
I'm going to go ahead and look at what we have for earnings after hours, Nick, while we wait.
Put yourself in your element, baby. While
we wait. Today is Monday after hours. We actually got a decent.
So I'm also gonna I'm gonna play these ranges a little wider on my next entry, which could hurt, but I'm gonna give myself some more breathing room on the next one I get in, because a couple of times this morning already I've gotten stopped out when I was right. I'm gonna let these ranges play out a little bit better, and not only that, I used up all my random number generator luck this weekend playing Baldur's Gate with my girlfriend. We kept hitting every single roll, and I usually have really bad RNG. And this weekend's Baldur's Gate session, dude, we were hitting every roll, which means I'm just going to lose all week with trading. Every single trade, we're going to lose. My luck ran out.
Don't say that.
My luck ran out, dude, in one day.
Say that. Don't say that. These are actually interesting. We just had Oscar 11 puts and Oscar 14 calls come in.
Oscar Michael, if you're trying, hold on. This is important. Michael, if you're trying to shadow trade, please don't. There's a 10+ second delay to YouTube. I'm probably in and out before you even hear me get in. Don't shadow trade. The show's not about shadow trading. The show's about how we use all of the tools with actual trades on, so you know we're not talking out our ass. Don't shadow trade this shit. There's a delay and you will get hurt. So don't shadow trade, please. We are ahead of you. Yes.
Oscar has earnings tomorrow morning. Oscar's Healthcare. They have puts and calls. The calls look cleaner than the puts overall, and the puts they are up as of right now from original area. I will try and see this. I'm going to be interested in Oscar earnings. Let's see what Oscar normally moves for earnings.
Oscar Health.
12% expected move. They tend to move. They do tend to move. I'm actually going to write that down before I forget. I actually have I actually need to talk to Dan. I have like a bunch of ideas I want to throw by Dan.
That should be rich.
Yeah, I know. Dan's gonna be like, God damn it, it's Jay-Z again messaging me for the 5,000.
There's a new high of day, SPX. I was right to wait. These dips are getting bought up, y'all. If you're range traders, every time they push down into this negative gamma, they're giving new entries. And if you can see right above here, right above that 6950, kind of confirming what I said earlier, that they might be trying for this higher positive gamma that's building above, we had flips to the negative for 3 strikes above at 69.55, 60, and 65. They might give that push through it. All 3 of those strikes flipped from positive to negative here. If they can springboard off this 69.50, Bulls are going to get their 1% day, I think.
D-Dog after pre-market too. D-Dog has had some nice moves as well.
D-Dog.
Yeah, they've had some 23% movers. They had a 28 once. I will be looking at this as well going into ER. There's flow on it, which is nice to see. Let me open this up a little bit
Man,
more.
all your DGen shit's expensive today. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I know.
We're poor,
Yeah.
Jay-Z. We need poor people contracts. What's going on?
This is like Brad money. This is Brad money.
$2,200 per contract on A Lab.
Yeah. This is definitely you know this is Brad for sure.
That's literally the total value of our portfolio.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Yeah,
fucking
one
thing.
contract
One
is
contract's the whole
the total
thing.
portfolio. Brad throwing around, throwing
Let me
freaking
actually- I am gonna
230
check
size
the total
over here.
account value real quick. Let's see. Why did it open? I didn't even know Weeble had a community. Oh fuck. WTF, mate?
Ooh, A-Lab is after us tomorrow.
Is there no way to see the whole ass thing you could on on mobile? Them individually?
Probably not.
Looks like just individual. Dumb. That's stupid.
Oscar looks very interesting for calls, actually.
Hey man,
As
if you're
well.
feeling spicy, there was some.
I'll
cheap
let you
shit
know.
in
I
there.
want to see what happens towards the end of the day. I want to see if anything gets closed, as we go in the day because these look kind of spicy. I don't.
All right, I got to nut up on one of these one of these dips, man. I've been right all morning and haven't taken a single one. So if we get another stair step, I'm doing it. I'm gonna grow a pair and I'm gonna long for once. But we're already pushing through 69.55. The bulls are eating. Wants is probably long, laughing his ass at me because I
Wants is-
didn't enter the
yeah.
long I said was gonna happen. He's probably just chuckling
He's probably laughing at you
over there,
like big time.
swimming in coins like Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge. I might actually grab a few of these 14 calls to see if I can get a quick run up into ER.
On Oscar?
Yeah, because
Alright, let me
Oscar's
pull up
pretty
the chart.
beaten
OS.
down a little bit here. So
That is a bear flag, but if it's earnings, patterns don't tend to matter at all. See. This has a little bit more room to the downside, I think, to like 1150. And it's still
Hell Sniper just tagged me saying Oscar is in a similar boat as MOH for government medical payments. If the ACA subsidies don't go through, they will be fine. If not, they will get crushed. He said. Thank you for that info.
Well,
I kinda-
I'm all for people being taken care of, so Oscar can get fleeced.
I would want to just see if I can play that pump into here. Let's see.
There's a new high on NQ. We get a dip down to basically 25,000 evens. Oh, that's way down.
Also, I really appreciate you guys actually tuning in and
25,200 evens.
posting all this information for me when you guys see me say stuff. It helps me out a lot. Appreciate that. They keep tagging me, which is awesome because I get to see what they thought process on it, right?
Man, I'm gonna end up having to hands off the rest of the stream if they don't give a really firm rejection. We're still getting pumped net put premiums as we go up. I really want to see if they can push all the way through that negative gamma zone before I try to top tick again.
More path.
More
path.
UI path. Ooey.
You want to look at that? Look.
Rum.
Ooh,
Didn't you play
though.
Rum last earnings?
Oh, they're already. I think Tyre mentioned Rum last week. I don't know, Tyre, if you're listening. I don't know if you did.
Like, why would I listen to these dumbasses? And I'm like, you right.
Oh, they're listening. I'm getting tagged in all these things. So Sniper goes, if the subsidies go through, sorry, fat finger that. The AC subsidies legislation stuck in the Senate right now, which is what he said. Rum. I think we saw a Rum flow yesterday. Not yesterday, last week.
I guess my question would be... I guess my question for Hell Sniper then would be, wouldn't subsidies be a good thing? Because that means more people are able to pay them? I feel like that'd be a good thing. Because look what happened to all of the like insurance stocks and shit when it was in talks of being completely removed to reopen the government last shutdown. They all got shellacked. Insurance companies want Medicare because they tend to charge them more than the service is actually worth.
Zard, can you post that VRT contract you were talking about so I can take a look? The exact one, please.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Once goes, hope everyone is eating. I'm about to
Nope,
find
just
out.
once.
Just once.
Nope,
Oh,
once.
I am.
I called every dip buy that they've had this morning and didn't take a single one because I'm a pussy and I suck at longs. It is what it is. I gotta wait for my shorts. I think they're gonna give it to me today, though. The way the net premiums are flipping, like I have to believe at some point today they're gonna give me my reversal that I'm looking for. And something you'll notice too, and this is another reason why I'm very firm that you don't copy trade our shit, is I fish for entries on this. I'm trading MNQ using SPX options for context. I fish for entries. I'll take 5, 6 tiny losses in a row before I get the move that I want, add into that move, and then full flatten at my target. Where's my tweet from last week's scalp? Let me find that quick. Because it's a good example of what I mean. I fish for it and then add to it when I'm right. I'm usually finding these levels the same way I've been doing on the stream today, and I play them, but like I said, I fish for entries. So here was last week. Where's the first one? Here it is. Here's the first. I did a 2 for 2 last week on this. So here, way up there, I got my rejection of the positive gamma zone here. I took 4 or 5 tiny entries here, waiting for this rejection to happen. They rejected the large positive there at 69.90. I got in. They stopped me out right away. I didn't want them to squeeze through this negative gamma. Then back on the downtrend again, they rejected below that. That's when I got in, and I held it to the bottom of the negative gamma zone here. That's what I do, but I'll take 5 or 6 small losses before I catch that, and then add into it. So here you can even see it says days PNL 1544, even though I made a couple $100 on that. That was after 3 failed scalps in a row to get barely break even, basically, on the day. So that another reason to not shadow shit. I'm gonna take a lot of stop outs before I make my move. Just something to keep in mind when you're watching. Not that you were. You already told me you weren't shadowing, but just for the greater audience that's listening, don't shadow. Because A, the stream feed is late, and B, I don't like sitting through drawdown. I fish for entries. My brain works better when I take a series of small losses and then catch my move than it does sitting through drawdown and definitely waiting for the move. I don't like doing that. But the levels are the same. It's the same shit, the same strategy. I just fish. That's all there is to it there.
Zard, those two 12.5 calls are doing very well. The OI actually transferred over almost fully. There were only 3 of them didn't really transfer over from what I'm... No, my math is wrong. But the majority, like, all of them transfer over, basically.
All right, Hell Sniper did just say, or
and they
Caledonian Tire said that is what Hell Sniper meant, that they would benefit from subsidies, and you were
I
right
probably
wrong.
just read it wrong.
Yeah, we can blame Jay-Z. I like that.
That's fine. VRT is those contracts, depending on when they got in and what they got in for, they're even if they're average at the high, right? They're up. But it doesn't seem like, I mean, there could be some exits happening, but yeah, the majority of the carried over and they're doing well, Zard. So they do have earnings this week. Yeah, I mean, you can keep eyes on them, see what happens. If I was this person going into earnings, I would start trimming because I wouldn't want to hold all that. That's 5.5 million in premium, right? So kind of a hefty amount. But yeah, you're getting tagged again, Nick.
Yeah, I saw that. He was just reiterating.
Yeah. More paths, dude. Come on. Load. I got. Ooh, what is this? Luck? Bro, what? What is this fill? Gross. Yuck. No. Path. More path.
Oh, hell no. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. I'm going to put all 3 on screen. Tucker, pay attention. Get your hand out your pants. We have a little bit.
I see it. I see it.
We got some news I'm not fucking okay with. Discord will require a face scan or ID for full access next month.
What is
There
full
is
access
exactly
mean?
0 chance of me doing that.
Well, then we're not gonna be able to do the show.
I don't know. Let's like scroll through here. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, age restricted servers, yada yada. I get it, protection, etc. I don't know about all that though. I don't know about all this shit with ID scanning to use stuff. I'm good, man. I don't know. I don't know. Discord doesn't have stock yet, but I imagine people wouldn't love that.
Isn't it on the way to?
Huh?
Having stock? Aren't they going public?
Yeah. I think they're gonna IPO later this year. I can't remember when it is. There's not a good chance of me doing that. Discord immediately stopped any. Yeah, they had a data breach recently, but I mean, who the hell doesn't at this point? I feel like everybody that has your info is leaking shit left and right. I don't. What? What do you mean you don't keep it? It just says the ID's immediately deleted. We're not doing biometric scanning or facial recognition or facial estimation. But if your ID's in there, it's not going to be. If you put your ID somewhere, that's not going to be immediate. That's nuh-uh. In what instance? I will not be subscribing to The Verge. Thank you. I just wanted to bitch about this. I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel about
Nick,
that, Jay-Z?
I'm taking path calls. That's how I feel
Path
about
calls?
That. Yeah.
All right, I'll follow. What'd you get?
I'm trying to see. I think I'm grabbing the 14 to 227s, but I also want to see if I can get a little bit more out as well because they do have earnings 311.
227s.
Yeah, the spread is getting worse though. That's
When's their earnings?
Their earnings are 311. So this does not cover earnings. It's just
313s. Oh, those spreads are dog shit.
Yeah. I'm like
66 and 142 for the 13.5s. That's a wide ass spread.
Yeah, I'm not even getting filled on those. I mean, but they did hit the ask on these though. I will say that. So at the start. So it's kind of interesting to me to see what happens.
They're not crazy expensive, and it is curious that they are.
I haven't seen PAP in a while either.
Not overlapping earning.
Like, what has been their recent like most volumes and stuff? And these seem to be like that. I mean, could these be closing, and then buy more?
Oh, they definitely could be. That's a shitload open. That's a shitload of open. I mean, look what the open interest was on those January contracts that are expired now. 150,000, 150,000.
Yeah.
That actually might have been a little spready. Nope, it's just the same contract. I'm stupid.
I'm gonna try and get like the cheapest spot. I'm gonna try and see if they give me a bid fill. We'll see what happens.
You going for the 14s, 227s?
Yeah, but I'm going for the bid fill. I'm not going for an ass side fill.
Let me see if I can get 40. Nope.
I'm gonna leave it at that because if it gets filled, it gets filled. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Hey,
I'm not gonna push.
I'm not gonna
push it.
I'll leave that order on. I have an order for 2 in at 40. If they don't get us, oh well.
Yeah.
It's up quite a bit, man. It's up a couple bucks in the last 2 days here.
Yeah, but it's interesting that there's more coming in today, which is why I was like kind of curious.
No, I like it. I'm gonna bookmark that. I'm gonna keep that order floating, and then I might fish. That's another thing. Don't do market orders if you're trading options. Example is literally right here what we're looking at. These have a bid-ask spread. That's the wrong shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. These have a bid-ask spread of 40 and 46 now. It's tightening up a little bit. This was way wider. I'll use a different example. Let's go to here. This had some wonky-ass spreads. So this had this 13.5 is a bid-ask spread of 82 and 2. If you do a market order, that shit's gonna fill at 2, bro. It's gonna fill at what someone's willing to sell it for. Don't do. If I do this, I'm out. I'm gonna be down $120 right out of the gate, dude. Don't market order these. Double check your bid-ask spreads. Do what we're doing here on these 227s. Fish for that better fill. Don't just market order this shit. You'll get hurt. If you're doing, let's say, if you're scalping SPY like we were before we moved this over to a futures account, if you're scalping SPY, you're probably okay market order. Look at this. 75 bid, 77 ask, 39, 41, 19, 20. If it's an in and out transaction, just a quick scalpy poo, yeah, you can market order that. But on shit like this, dude, you're going to get hurt if you try to market order. Don't market order options.
These rum, I should chase these rum. These rum must look good. There's a lot more rum flow coming. I know they're already up, but
why is the rum gone?
I can't even chase these. Now they're at a 0.15 instead. Andrigo, Frank Carson goes, "Is Dynatrace a good entry right now for calls?" I haven't seen any flow for Dynatrace. Frank, I will keep my eyes open. If I do see some Dynatrace, I'll let you know. But I haven't seen anything yet for Confluence to chase it. I know if you're more of a chart person, chart people have different opinions on that. So I'm not really a chart guy. But yeah. Andrew goes, Discord is one of the most privacy protected places in the internet space. I would be surprised if they do that. It would alienate most of their users.
Yeah, I don't think people will like that. I won't like it. I don't want to do that shit. Dude, Nvidia's holding really nice near highs.
Yeah. Anthony says, I think
it's
that
full
age
flagging
verification is just for adult content if the user isn't verified as an adult already. What are you watching on Discord, Anthony?
For real, dude.
Damn. Kinda sus,
For
bro.
real, dude.
Kinda sus.
And it gets down to like what's considered an adult server. Like I know usually you mark it manually, but like I would argue miners shouldn't be in a stock trading server.
I agree.
They can't legally open a brokerage without a custodial account.
I agree. But how are you supposed to manage that, though?
Exactly.
It's
I
hard.
don't know about all that. We'll see if that actually happens. I don't know about all that. I'm not trying to do that.
Neither am
I am 12.
I am 12. I am 3. All right. What else do we have?
Oh, still just waiting. We're still getting juice to the upside here, especially with the net call premium still pumping. Net put premiums are still elevated from open. We've got 69.65 staying negative gamma. Very light flips at 69.60 and 69.55. I think they're basing for a move. I said earlier 69.75 or higher, and it looks like they might want to do that. We have a lot of heavy gamma building up above 7,000. That'd be pretty juicy for bulls. That's what? That's 1.20%. I gotta be hands off. This might be a hands off morning until I get some moving around, maybe some liquidity grabs to the downside going into the lunch hour / power hour. We might be hands off on the futures account the rest of the morning.
Yeah, I think the only trade I'm trying to put on, I did put on those Oscars, and then the only other trade I put on for flow per se is gonna be those.
Which Oscars did you grab?
The 14. Let me check before I say something without knowing what I grabbed.
It's holding off the bottom decently, but it is a bit of a bear flag.
The
I would want to see
14s
this really reverse. You got the 14s
for this week.
The 13th.
The 13th. They are technically earnings today. I mean tomorrow pre-market. So October today.
Oh, you got the 13s for the 13th.
No, I got the 14s for the 13th.
Oh.
Right? This is what I got. Yeah.
Those are cheap.
Yeah, but they're already up 20%. So I mean, 20% is like $2 in this case. So
Yeah.
think of that as you wish. More
Yeah,
STM. More STM. And STM is running. Dude, these STMs. I really want to say check OI tomorrow because this looks real sus.
Did you fill those for 20?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little closer to the money for 26. And they didn't.
I'm looking for a bounce, and I'll probably end up cutting it depending on what flow I see at end of day. So,
see if they'll give me 27.
But it is going to be a shyster for ER if they don't.
Yeah, that's why the 13.5s aren't that much more expensive than those. So I want to get a little bit closer. I'm just trying to see if I can get favorable fill because I don't want to chase it.
That could be a good juice in IV, which is kind of why I'm also like into it, right? Because it seems like it would be interesting with the IV juiced up. What is the IV actually? I didn't really check either. Let me look.
All right, we're in the 13.5s for an average of 28. I only got 2 of them. They're cheap. Being safe with it. It's a weekly. Yeah. I usually get a little nervous with weeklies with options, but we've got earnings. He likes the flow for earnings. He's our earnings trader for the show. I ain't going to argue with him.
I will definitely recommend. I will message you or just message me if I forget. Just be mindful going into it because I'm not really sure what flow is going to come in.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll keep the ticker on the watch list as well, just to double check on it.
I just wanted to take it because I feel like we can possibly get a push up, right? And I don't want it to be negative 50% and
off
be like,
of
oh,
this
I'm gonna
bounce here. I mean, 1250 is very much back on the table, but the true stop out's really far away. It's way down at 1110. So yeah, I'll manage this a little closely today. I'll double check with you as well.
Yeah.
We're vibing.
Yeah.
Still no safe entry for me on a futures new stab. I'm telling you, I think this is just going to keep trending until we get a full rejection confirmation, and we have not yet. And again, that positive gamma above us it's still building way up there. A little bit's trailing off at 69.70 and 75. But look at this giant gamma zone at the top. What is it that Wants likes to say? If they're building up, they're going to go toward that money.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with him. So right now I'm hands off. They're not going to give me a new entry. I want to see if they can push all the way through this negative gamma towards 7,000.
This is a good trade to take. It is expensive, but look at all this flow just on this ticket today.
Ribbit.
Frog. I was looking at it all day.
21% off the money. Got a month of time though.
Yeah, it's ripped though. Look at how high it's gone from entry. I don't know if I want to. I feel very uncomfortable chasing this, but these the fact that there is so much of them is just insane to me.
Yeah, since we transferred over a good portion of our profits, I'm gonna keep contracts to like $1 to $1.50 tops. I think.
Fair enough.
For now, we'll size back up. We already got there once. We'll do it again, and we still have our total account value is still floating around 2,500. So we're still vibing from our initial $1,000 buy-in.
Phenom just said check Frog 60s. Phenom, I just checked them. Slice also said I was looking at Frog 60s. Yeah, so let me pull it up. It was on Snorlax's ass flow, actually.
Slapping the ass.
I mean, this is your first candle that came in. I mean, you got... They look to be close to the ask, right? Transect to close to the ask. The fills are increasing, which is nice. Very nice. You have some increasing IV. You have a little bit of in between with the IV drop, but overall the IV is increasing. You're getting the fact that you're getting. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. You're getting price increase too here and there. Seems like it's very volatile actually. Right now with the price moving that way, but yeah, I mean, the spread is donkey. I will say that the spread at the start, the spread was kind of like weird, and now it's getting closer, which is good, but still, it's like very far apart, which I don't like.
Oh, this pump is going still. SPX is already pushing into 6.9.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. My bad.
But no, I do like it. I think they look like BTOs. They are transacted close to the ass, which I do like. But again, the spread is kind of wonky, but they're interesting. I'll keep eyes on them. They are up 6% for the day, so I would want to see a pullback because the technically, yes, the only trader that can close a candle this size is this trader himself. But who's to say that they're not taking chunks off as they go, right? So
we are juicing.
Yeah. So the contracts have gone from $2 all the way up to 287, right? I would 1000% be taking profits. So Wants goes long till wrong, bitches. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, they're stair stepping, and this current stair step is just booming. Look at that.
Let me look
they're
at
already pushing up towards 69.70. What was it I said earlier? 69.75 at a minimum.
Yeah.
I think Bulls might be getting their 1% day today, man. If they can push up toward that positive gamma building up. Here we see, I was talking earlier about how the net put premium was spiking while the stock was going up, while SPY was going up, rather. Usually that starts getting me fishing at positive gamma levels for a rejection, but look what happened here. Nope. They preempted. They felt like they weren't comfortable anymore. We've now got puts transacting at the bid again.
Yo,
we are in a waiting mode. Nick would have missed this giant move up because he's a bear. He's not wrong. Oh, he's not wrong.
But I can't wait
Here's
to have
what he's
you guys.
talking about, folks, right there.
I would love to have you guys on the same chat one day. Wants is shitting on you. This is so funny.
Oh, he's not wrong, and it's painful.
Oh my god, I'm so dead. I'm so fucking dead. Juan's always listens to the show, man. Juan tunes in every morning. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything, but he tunes in for sure. I know that.
I mean, the community knows. I'm not even really a bear. Like, I think the American stock market's just gonna go up. Who gives a shit about who gets fleeced if they pump? It's gonna happen. My brain's just bad at longs, man. Look at that.
You should
Absolutely roasted.
You should minimize it. You
God
can't
damn
see
it.
the Periscope.
He's right. I did miss that entire move up. I called it here at 69.50. I called it down here at 69.30. I called the bounce off 69.20. Guess how many longs I took, guys?
0!
Baby!
Long till wrong, bitches.
I be catching not even strays. They're not even strays. They're right. I get it in Milt's server. I get it in your server. I get it in Anthony's server. They know. I get it from Anthony.
I mean, Anthony is a different case, though. You know? He's watching these adult content on Discord, and like he's giving us expensive contracts. Honestly, Anthony has
my man's using Discord for his porn in the Big 26, guys. Like, that's some shit. We got some weirdo stuff going on over here. Damn it.
What else we had? Let me take a look.
Let me go back to your screen here.
These,
God damn it.
Look at what we got over here. Look at these RKT 400Ks, even though they're like 1% out of the money, but bringing some memories back. Bring back some memories. 313
Hey, wants
goes,
to saying 75 for target 1-2. I'm not alone. Let's go, baby.
313 goes, I find it hard to believe that the U.S. stock market in this current condition will continue to rise. I think they're just squeezing the last of the money supply before everything else.
Man, I don't know. Go ahead and throw that
man.
shit on like a 10-year chart and tell me how you feel.
Dude,
This
yeah,
market can drop 30% and it won't
and
even
still
matter
be okay.
in the long
Yeah,
term.
I mean, everybody says I'm not a bull or a bear. I like to play market on both sides, but I tell people that don't get into that bias of thinking that the market needs to stop because we have debt or whatever it is, right? Like the market's just been going up. Like to be fair, bears have had their
I'm
days.
just on a yearly chart back to 1992 here.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Dude,
and in this year in 2022, we saw it go from 450 down to 360. It lost almost a fourth of value, homie. And where are we now? 700. The market goes up, dude, over time. This is why people talk about buy and hold strategies from the time you're a tiny child. Back in 1993, the year I was born, it was trading at $23. Like, come on, man. The market's it's never over, you know? Like, we can have these random drops. Look what happened during COVID. And we are we're up from COVID, yo.
to my OG.
But like for good example, actually, like the dips can be substantial. I mean, we dropped from almost 500 in 2021, and then again in 2023. I got one share of SPY for exactly $420.69 for the meme. I did it 2 years apart, and we're still up $300 from there. Like, I mean, the markets go up, man. Don't underestimate capitalistic greed. I'm not a bear. I just like playing the downside, you know. But the market goes up. We can top out here and dump $250 from highs, and I'll still say the same thing. The market's going to go back up. It just does. Is that true for individual stocks? Hell no. Hell no. There's plenty of shit that squeezed and then got nuked and never saw a penny increase again. But that's not true for the overall market.
Also, some of my OG people know me from a long time ago. We joked about SPY hitting 500, guys.
Yeah, it was a joke.
It was a joke. It was a meme. Yeah. And now it's at 700.
Now everybody wants it to dip there so they can play it again.
Yeah, we were memeing about SPY being 400 to 500. Like, my OG peeps know it was a big meme. It was a huge meme. Like 4 or 5 years ago, we were just memeing about it, and now look at where it's at. Right, a few years later. Also, I had a contract from FitLife. Tesla December 300 million. Okay, perfect. This is a good example, right? You're looking at 307 million. It's 74% of the money, right? Look at this: 10,000 and 10,203 OI. I am going to say that is most likely going to be a closing position. I would like to see OI.
That shit's been
But
sitting there for a minute. Damn.
yeah. Holy cow! I it doesn't even go that far.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you know, it stands to reason with the equal open interest,
Yeah.
the equal transaction size,
Yeah.
probably maybe an exit. Nobody know
Also,
for sure
this
till
is-
tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
it's also
probably maybe.
70 minus 74% of the money is something that you should 100%
Yeah, it's
ignore.
balls deep in the money.
Yeah, that is something that you would ignore for Tesla specifically, right? So yeah.
Oh man, I'm
Uh,
excited for like Wednesday or next Monday because we'll finally have a graphic for this. But I'm gonna take a piss. Be right back.
Oh no. Oh no. All right. Next thing, empty money flip supply just keeps going up. Liquidity is more key than it is. Liquidity is more key than debt narrative. 100%. Inflation will constantly push up prices higher. Yeah, for sure. You could have had a 5 years of gains wiped on one day. The stock market value is not based on the idea of growth, rather stability in the U.S. is not in a good condition. Yeah, 313. I don't disagree. I'm just saying that like the market is like we can't say the market's gonna die. Slash we can't keep saying that because I feel like our bias is going to be pushed towards a bearish bias, which is fine to have like a kind of a bearish bias is okay, or like a kind of a bullish bias on either side a little bit more is fine. But when you start thinking without having that critical aspect of it, without controlling that biasness, what's going to happen is you guys are going to play that market thinking of that bias to begin with, right? So I think that you have to use like a basic middle ground standpoint in the market and see what's actually going on with like flow charts, whatever it is. Use that with news and stuff. Then concentrating that into a ideal for yourself, right? Because guess what? You're going to bearish bias. You're going to miss all the uptrend moves. Like if you're going to think of like that, you know what I mean? Like that's just my 2 cents on it. I've tried to avoid being biased in stocks, and I'm very guilty of it. I think I have a bias when it comes to earnings. When I play earnings and stuff, I'm like, I think this company is shit. It should die, and more than likely, it doesn't die, right? But certain things you can have a bias on, but I think just taking out the overall market bias should be like something that you shouldn't do, in my opinion. I think at least that's just my 2 cents on it. But yeah, but it's not wrong, right? Lehman Brothers wiped out half the market. Most of the markets are controlled by it. Yeah, 313. Yeah, you're saying that, but right, we're just on an. I'm just saying you can't having a bias is not gonna help you play both sides properly. It's my thing. I can't really tell you how many times I've had a bias and it's been like completely messed up. Like we're until you see something conclusive of your bias in the actual market, like the actual flow, maybe like an actual like possible rumor or news is coming out, something that's actually factual. Like yes, what you're saying is correct, but I'm saying is that unless you see something actually like conclusively giving you that idea that's going to happen, I think that having a bearish bias overall is not a good thing, right? That is my thing, and that's what I've been trading on. I've been doing this. I've been at this full time for a little bit now, and taking my bias off my brain and my emotional head psyche it's been a big help for me. Like I don't know if Nick's here. I don't know what he can tell you what his thought process is on that as well.
I don't know
just
what
think-
the hell you're talking about, so I'll just say what Jay-Z says goes on that.
No, I'm just saying. So 313 have been saying that the market condition will continue to rise. I think we're just squeezing less. So then he said that you could have 5 years against wiped out in one day. The stock market's value is not based on the idea of growth rather than simply in the U.S.
Not
I'm
necessarily
saying
wrong, but I want
Yeah.
you to point to the chart and find me a single dip that didn't get bought up over time.
Yeah. And
If
then
you can find me one dip on SPX that didn't get bought back up, I'll agree with you that it's not going to keep going up. But there isn't one. It can drop 50% of its value, and it's still up like crazy from fucking 5.5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what I was telling him was that
Long term, SPY goes up, man. It's just true. It's a fact. We looked at the 1 year chart all the way back to the 90s, and it's never held a dip. Not once has a dip held and stayed. Dude. Companies will do everything they can to continue making money, period, for as long as time goes. And unless the country itself collapses in on itself like crazy, it's gonna keep going up.
I
Man.
basically told Nick that you can't have, if you go into trading with a bias, you're gonna miss majority of the moves you want to miss.
Yeah,
You're
look what
gonna-
I did
you're
this
gonna-
morning.
Yeah.
I was biased in the
Bias-
correct direction. It still didn't take the damn trade.
Yeah, it's your bias is gonna eat you alive when it comes to trading. And that's just how it's been my opinion, because that's just like what I've been through in the past.
Yeah.
With being a
Now,
biased
does that mean
trader.
you can't make a shitload of money to the downside? No, you
No, you
absolutely
can.
can. I'm just saying, in no time in history since the S&P started existing has it gone down and stayed down. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Will
just
it in the
don't
next
think-
10 years? Maybe. I don't know, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
The last, 200 years say that it goes up.
He asked, "Do you agree? Do you agree the market is so far artificially inflated by this AI hype?"
I think a lot of companies are way overvalued, and I think the AI
And that
hype's kind of
benefits
crazy too. The amount of
Yeah,
money
it's-
being invested into shit that makes no profit is insane to me. But at the same time, rich people are still getting richer.
I was
and
about to
we're
say-
vibing.
I was about to say 313. It doesn't matter if it benefits us. It matters if it benefits the rich. That's what it matters, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean,
It
hey,
doesn't. It's not about us.
and that wealth
It
gap's
does-
growing. That
Yeah,
wealth
it's
gap's
huge.
growing substantially.
Yeah,
I think
there's no
billionaires have it, like billionaires as a whole on the planet in the last couple of years have like made trillions collectively, and the wealth gap keeps growing. The middle class
Yeah.
is kind of
It's
floored.
gone. It's
What middle
gone.
class?
That's no-
I mean,
yeah,
if
that's-
you're
I was
if you're
about to
quote
say,
unquote
no.
lower middle class, your spending
Basically
habits
low,
and shit
yeah.
mirror like the upper end of poverty because you make too much to get help, you make too little to get by.
Yeah.
The rich keep getting richer, and we're all just kind of stagnant. That's kind of how it is. You know, you can vote your way through change, but good luck. You know, the markets go up, man. It's just true. It's a fact. We already looked at it. But that doesn't mean you can't make a shitload of money to the downside when reversals happen. You absolutely can. But I'm not even an investor, for one. Like, I'm a trader.
Yeah.
Most of the shit I do
trade-
is intraday, except for the
Yeah.
flow plays. When I play flow, it's a swing trade almost always. The only I think in the last couple of months since we started a show, the only flow play we took on the Whale Watch account that got closed the same day was Pew, because that shit hit 100% 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Low plays I'll swing, but for the most part, I'm looking at this intraday price action, entries on both sides. I'm just really bad at longs because I'm a coward.
Also, I'll leave you with this quote, right, that I have stuck on my wall, like quite literally. There's only one side of the stock market, and it's not the bull side or bear side, but the right side. I keep that on there to make myself remember there's no like correct side. You play both sides. That's how you make money. So, That's
Rise
just my
and
two
only
cents.
shorts.
crazy. Holy shit.
Dude, that last dip. We're up 25 points from it. The last dip I called to the upside.
Look,
no one
more
wants.
RK
Fuck you, man.
more RKT, by the way. More RKTs. I'm gonna cry. Repair his descending fill. I'm gonna be interested to see RKT. I would like to see some out the money RKT. Somebody asked, do you have a rule of thumb for trading on earnings? Frank,
He does. I'm not much
I-
of an earnings trader. I just do what he tells
Yeah.
me to do on earnings.
I'm my earnings trading. I feel like gets the way I play earnings gets a lot of hate. I feel like, but my rule of thumb on earnings.
If it
is-
works, I just give you shit, man. If it works,
I
for
know.
you keep doing that shit.
Yeah, the thing is, I buy like cheaper, very cheap out the money contracts because I look for higher IV stuff. So I'll do you a quick thing, right? If I'm going and looking at earnings charts, I look for implied moves. I look for like, let's say Upwork for example, right? I go look at how much they move. Like when I look at these moves, like the actual moves, like it's like 18, 13. But that has only had one outside the move, 44% outside the move. I would tend to stay away from this because it's not really had like a significant like move outside of its expected move, right? So I would want to look for something that moves significantly outside. I also try and play stuff only like around $15 or more.
Yeah, he keeps
Right?
that shit real cheap.
No, I'm talking about the actual stock price too. Right?
Oh, see, that
Yeah.
part surprises me. I don't know if I believe you on that. I've seen you play earnings. like
No, I've
fucking
started to
$2
change my
shit.
aspect on it because I know that Swips and Sam have been hammering into me, and I agree with them. Like I used to do that a lot, but the move
Yeah, the
has
way
to be
the
so.
implied volatility works on those like cheap stocks, around
Yeah.
earnings,
Yeah,
you
it doesn't-
need
yeah.
such a move.
Yeah, so they're right, and it's in my best interest to not play those because it doesn't make any sense, even if you do get wrong. Okay, this one's a good example, right? Look at On Semiconductor. So yes, it's had like closer like expected moves and like actual moves have been pretty close to the expected move, but you have those couple of times where it's actually moved pretty far down, right? Now, if I go to overview and I'm looking at flow and stuff, if I find something that has a relatively cheap contract that's getting quite a lot of volume, right? Let's say, for example, the 80 call saw more volume than this. Like, say it had like the second or third amount of volume, which is like around 2,000 volume candle on that. I would be tempted to play like the upside, but I would get something that cost me like $15 to $20 because if I lose $15 to $20 on a move that doesn't happen, doesn't matter to me because I'm playing weeklies at the end of the day, right? And I would want to play something that just has a bigger implied move where I can make more money because it's less risk, less risk, more reward for me if that happens. I don't mind losing a couple $100 here and there on earnings because the move, if the move is good, it's going to be good, right? That's kind of how I play. There's a lot of people that like to play close in the money because they're worried about the delta, which is fair, which makes sense. But for me, I've been playing it this way and it's been working out, so I don't really change my way of playing it because I don't want to fix something that's not broken for me. But I know that Nick can actually tell you a little bit like more about his delta theory on that too, because I know that if you buy more time and a little bit more close in the money,
My take on earnings is generally don't play them. So
Yeah.
I probably don't have much to add there.
Hold on, something fell on my roof. Can you block my camera?
Yeah. Oh, my man is just losing his house in real time.
What the hell? What is happening?
Oh, if it's not the tree guy knocking shit over in his yard, it's something falling on his roof. What if it is a tree guy? What if a whole ass branch just took his roof out?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
man. Oh, man. What if? I'm going to pop open my Periscope here real quick. Yeah, I mean, they're still chugging. I'm standing by what I said this morning. 69.75. If it's not the ceiling, it's going to be the minimum of the upside. I really think they're going to get there. That has been there on the 0 day all morning. It's built. I'm on all expirations now. Guess what? It's still built up. There's negative gamma developing above it, but we are seeing a little bit of the negative fall off at 69.80. I don't know, man. 69.70 still in my brain where this is gonna go, but sorry, 69.75. But they're still building up at that 7,000 level. And if you give any shits about psychological levels, that is one. Those even, beautiful, nice round numbers, you know, psychology gravitates toward pretty and equal. Oh, I see Jay-Z's ass. Should I put him on the camera?
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
But I don't know. I could see
It was an icicle, by the way.
Oh, lame. I was thinking a tree guy or something knocked a whole ass tree on your house or something. But I could see the argument that they push this all the way to that 7,000 before they reject. Look at how much gamma has built up here. That wide ass 50-point range above 7,000. I don't think they can clear that. I really don't. I don't think they can clear that. And that's way the hell up there. But that 6975 still hanging out there, man. It's right there. I think bulls can get it there. And I'm not going to take another short without a clean reversal first or a straight up rejection of 69.75. If you recall this morning, we were looking at the 69.50 for a rejection and we got it. I held that scalp a little too long from green to red, got stopped out because again, right before I entered the trade, I said this is another dip buy opportunity and I shorted it anyway.
Hey,
but I mean,
Oscar. Look at Oscar right now. Look at that. Look at
did I
that
get
shit.
in that? Are we up? What'd I miss?
Look at Oscar. You got Oscar.
I did get Oscar. Hey, nice little reversal off the bottom for Oscar.
Yeah,
I got
I'm gonna
switch
trim
counts here.
some. I'm gonna trim some here.
Count two options. Folio. Dude, I am up. I mean, 15%. I'm going to leave it. I only got two. I'm going to leave it for now. I want to see if they can get back to pre-market highs intraday. If they can, I'll trim it down to 1 for earnings, so I'm not oversized on that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna leave it for now. We're up 17% on. Well, I got the I didn't get the 10. I didn't get the 14s. I got the 13
Guys,
fives.
just a quick FYI. That was the goal, though. By the way, for me, like I saw that. I saw the calls coming. I saw that it was beaten down a little bit. I thought that maybe that was a possible entry into an ERA run up, right? So it's happening right now. So that was the goal of me doing what I did over there. So, Franco, thank you. Yes, I lost way more than I made around earnings. It's hard to know when people just sell the news no matter what. Yeah, earnings is a gamble, man. Earnings is one of the biggest gambles ever. Like you're like taking like it's a 50-50 shot of you like losing. I mean, you're 99.99% gonna lose it. But which is why I just say the cheaper ones because I'd rather lose a little bit than lose a lot. That's my just thing about buying contracts on those. But again, do what works for you. If you're a new trader, I always recommend staying away from earnings. I'd never recommend playing earnings.
I
just
low
like-
key say don't play earnings in general.
I just need a rush.
There's
I need to go
there's
to-
so many examples of companies beating across the board, and then the CEO says one word that investors don't like on the call, and it just shits the bed. There's too many
Yeah.
examples. It's a straight up 50-50 in my opinion. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit what the fundamentals are. I don't give a shit what TA says. Binary events like earnings is a 50-50 gamble in my book. You can tighten up that percentage with flow, in my opinion. If flow's really heavily leaning one way or the other, there's a higher chance in my book that that's going to go the direction of flow, but it's not no type of guarantee whatsoever.
A good example there was KD.
I've gotten
KD
nuked on earnings so much, man.
KD had bullish flow going into earnings today, and KD dropped 50% from earnings. Right. The only reason I didn't take any calls was because the boy over here, Swips, he said, my boy said, I got fleeced last time. It's reminding me of last earnings when they was leaning bullish, and they just absolutely got torched on earnings.
And
I was
again, like I said, the flow isn't a gospel.
Always correct. Yeah. I mean, who knows? They might be a steal. I mean, again, perfect example of, you never know if it's a sell or a buy, right? Like the call could look like a sell at the end of the day. It could be a sell. You don't know what the trader's actually doing. So maybe they're hedging for their shorts or whatever it is. I don't know, right? You never know. So
and not only like if anybody in the audience or if Snorlax is in the audience, he'll definitely remember it from the really early days of Unusual Whales before we had all these really good dashboards and shit. A bunch of us in the OG Discord, like 2020, took Disney puts based on flow over earnings, and oh buddy, the flow was heavy bearish for Disney. And guess what happened to every single one of us? We fucked with the mouse and got fucked right back. Oh my god. Disney pumped so hard. And a good 30 people who followed that flow
got cooked.
absolutely nuked, dude. Just straight to zero. So earnings is a toss-up, man. Even if the flow is in your favor, it's no guarantee of shit. Man, you got to be careful on earnings. That's part of why I'm assuming Jay-Z gets those really far out the money ones, even though I hate those. It's safer because, A, if the IV is extremely, extremely high and it gets that big move, it doesn't have to go anywhere near that strike. And you're going to profit if it moves well enough outside the implied move. But your risk is capped because the contracts are $15-20 a piece. You're going to lose $15-20 a contract.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
And then also some of those go to like $300-400, which I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm risking $15 to make a lot more than that, right? So it's like it's fine if I can keep that cap and then take my regular flow trades and my scalps. It's good. So that's kind of what I use. If I mean, like this morning, Nvidia paid a lot for me this morning, so I can just like relax a little bit midday and then play my earnings stuff, right? So it's a perfect time for that. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. Obviously, you guys play what you guys are most comfortable. And to be honest, though, I think the most right way to play earnings, if you're playing it, I think is what you can talk to. I think Marty, Swip, Sly, they all do like spreads and stuff and all that stuff, Theta Gang stuff. And that I think probably is your safest way to play it, if anything. But yeah, talk to them. I'm not a huge spreads or multi-leg person. I just buy naked stuff because I like being naked.
It kind of looks like we might be getting our 6970 test here. Let's see if SPX Bulls can push that up there. We're probably gonna wrap up shortly. There's a good chance I don't take another future scalp on air today. They're not giving me the price action I need for it. We're still waiting. We're in a bit of a holding pattern up here toward the highs. A big dip down to 6955-ish might be a good place to try to take a long for the next leg up. I still think they're going to try for that 69.75 at least. but I'm not chasing up here. The stop would be pretty far down. It would hurt. It's fine. We went 0 for 2 on scalps this morning. Who gives a shit? We're still up almost a double on the account. We're vibing.
Yeah.
If I do take trades later in the day on the futures scalping with Periscope, I'll post it just like I did last week before we even had it on air. You'll see everything that happens in the account just like you do with the options account. You're going to see every trade we take. We don't hide shit! I mean, shit, we took the options port to like 2,500 and then nuked it once. You guys got to see all of that. Not like nuked it to 0, nuked up our profit. But I mean, we're still sitting at well over double the account value. We're sitting at around 2,500 from a $1,000 buy-in. We're hanging out, guys. But you're going to see everything, no matter what. What's Oscar doing for us here? Is it still just holding?
Yeah, it's still holding there.
Yeah, it's hanging out 15%. I'll keep an eye on it. I do want to swing at least one through earnings because that's the main reason we bought it. But if this really juices intraday, yeah, I'm going to take my profit.
Frank says, thanks so much. I was looking nice calling Nvidia. Thanks for calling that for us. Hell yeah, I'm glad you got that, man.
I wasn't laughing at the thing. I was laughing because of what your camera just did.
What did it do? Is it zoomed in?
Right when you started reading, we got a nostril shot.
Oh, no. Is it still giving nostril shot?
Nah, you're good now.
Okay, good. But I'm happy you got the Nvidia one because it looked juicy in the morning, so. Oh, I see that. I see what just happened. I just see the replay.
All right, let's take another dive through your filters here, and we might stop bugging them after a good 2-hour session where I pussied out and didn't take the long that would have doubled our account intraday.
Fair enough.
That Marvel shit.
There's a lot of Marvelous. Kind of.
It's always
pricey,
really
though.
expensive, though. Their premiums are
Yeah.
always juiced.
More rig flow. Like, this could. I would like to see the lie on this. Rig
I've
flow.
seen Rig make some moves, I'll be honest, but in both directions. There.
Yeah,
Do they
it's
have
only
earnings?
$6.
What the hell? That's this
Yeah.
week expiration.
Yeah, they have earnings 219.
Oh, that doesn't even cross over then. Huh. I mean, it's $4. I'm surprised you're not all degen giddy for that one.
No.
It's like $4.
Doesn't. There are certain ones that'll strike my fancy, and there are certain ones that don't strike my fancy. Rig is one of those ones that really don't tickle me. Like, if this was a ticker that I'd never seen before and there was nothing on X getting pumped to buy, I would be like, oh yeah, give me some of that. Let me some of that.
Gimme. Living in Beverly Hills.
313 goes, you guys are a good duo. Just invest more into camera quality until I use well to make the UI more clean. Please. Also, background kind of looks off on both sides. My background. Well, I can't change my background. Unfortunately, this is my office. But camera quality. honestly, the camera quality on this is not our camera's fault. I think it's
It's literally the service we're using. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a service
It goes
we're
back
using.
and forth, man. It's
Yeah.
it's shitty. I need to find a better way, but right now this is what we got.
Yeah, we gotta deal with it. Nick is crisp and clear. I'm like blurred, like an unlocked game.
Maybe
character.
Riverside's racist, bro. We got some messy shit going on in the back end.
I'm just an unlocked game character. You just gotta unlock me, Nick. That's all you got.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Well, if it's Anthony trying to unlock you on a game like Rivals, you're never.
It's
getting
not gonna
unlocked,
happen.
bro.
It's never gonna happen. Bots can't do it.
That is 2 different strikes on ACN. What's going on with that? Not very much though. That's kind of low. Yeah, no. That market cap's way too big for that premium.
Yeah,
132K maybe. 122.
Yeah, still, it's 1% of the money. They might be trying to fish for a quick in and
Yeah,
out.
I'm not into
Descending fill too, so I'm guessing it's gonna be
Could
could
be
be
some
an
sales going on.
SEO. Yeah.
Oh, completely unrelated. For those of you who can see my camera, I know my homies can't. Pib's trying to go back to like the older design of their can. It looks a little bit more like the 90s design to me. They just don't have that little Mr. Pibb
Pibs.
guy on it.
Oh, Pibs.
Completely unrelated. I just wanted to fill some dead air.
Fair enough.
What's that ARRY shit? Oh, I don't like those mid fills though.
ARRY is one of those stocks that don't get like a lot of
Larry.
airy interestings. Interesting.
Take a little peek. See.
I mean,
Like barely ask side, man. It's literally $2 toward the ask side.
Okay,
That's almost
yeah.
a perfect mid.
like I would, you know what I would like to see on this? I would like to, when I see something like this, I would like to see a low historic volume tag here. If I see that, then I would be more inclined to take it. Because
Definitely
that
an earnings crossover expiration.
Yeah, 225 after hours. Frank says, later guys, happy trading. See you guys next time. Thank you, Frank, for chilling with us. Appreciate you very much.
Catch you later, Frank. Thanks for coming, dude.
Zigford goes, Weezer, Stony, surely you have comments on Rivers. All right, I think I'll take one more quick dive in this. What is this? ESI flow, actually, 7.25.
Yes, once I know today was the easiest long. Yes, I called it out 3 times. No, I didn't take a single long. I am the asshole of the day.
Once he's just ripping on you today, huh?
He's not wrong. It's deserved.
These look interesting, actually. 1.10 ESI bid size. I mean, starts at the ask. 45K here, increasing. 45.5, 1.0, increasing. What does this company do? What is earnings? 27. Oh, earnings after hours. Basic materials. 217 after hours. Next week, I would. Also, guys, some of these like flow stuff, I tend to stay away from if it does overlap earnings because you never know. I would once earnings season is done, I will be taking more flow plays, but during earnings season, I try to stay away from flow plays because I don't know.
D-gen on earnings, dude.
No, not just that. I just don't know. I just don't know what is for earnings / what is not for earnings. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any like it doesn't. It could be like for earnings. The flow could be for earnings, or it could be not for earnings. Then you don't want to get cooked going to earnings, right? That's the other thing. So I'm like trying to make sure that I'm not.
And not only that, like. You don't even have to be in a position for something that has earnings. A lot of these names can move the market themselves, like NVIDIA, for example, which we'll be doing an earnings stream for NVIDIA. They report later than everyone else on the regular. But, you know, you can get nuked even if you're not playing the stock that has earnings. I've done that many times.
What are the NVIDIA earnings? Do you know?
Pull that up. They're usually later in the month after everyone else.
I'll look it up.
Nope, Jay-Z's married to his phone. I'll pull it up.
225.
Is it 225?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a while.
Oscar is giving you more, I think. You should have more now because mine's up 50%.
Logged into the pop over. Yeah, we're up 34%. You know what? I'll take one. We'll let the other one fly into earning. Let me see if I can get a better fill. Limit order that. Biatch. See if I can get a 40, eh? All right. Nope. It does not want to give me a 40. How about a 39? A 39? 55? Nope. They will not give me a 39.
What did you fill out on those?
Nothing yet.
No. What did you fill out to buy?
Oh, these entries were cheap, bro. I got in at 28.
Oh, probably give you a 36.
Let me go for the midfill. Let's see if they'll give me a 37.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm watching it.
Watching the bid-ask change around.
Yeah. I think you get a 36. Yep, you get a 36. No, you should get 37 now, actually.
Nope, still hasn't filled. Nah, they're not going to give it. I'm going to leave it for a sec because it's this bullish reversal pattern is playing out for us here.
Yeah,
I'll pull up my chart on screen what I'm looking at right here.
I would just keep a fill open though. Keep it to fill at whatever you want it at.
I think we can bust into this pre-market range. But I'll fish for. I'll take one off. Let me see if I can get that 36. I'll take one off. I'll be responsible. We're on the show. We gotta be a little bit responsible. I'll be good. 36. Give me it. All right. They gave me my 36 fill, so we made a whopping $9 on that trade.
There you go.
We're rich. We're rich,
Super
baby.
rich. So let's see if they give us more going into ER, right? So
Yeah, we'll take total loss on that contract at this point. It'll be like $20. That is a 50% loss on the remaining contract. Who cares?
okay.
You know what I mean?
I will let you know if I do see any bearish flow though. That way,
Yeah,
if I'm certain that
Something that
die,
tells us we're very
yeah.
wrong.
yeah, then we can just take it off.
So
at
we
that
don't
point.
have another Adam on our hands.
Oh yeah, please.
We got
no.
baited so hard on Adam.
Yeah, we got.
We fell for
baited.
that shit hook, line, and sinker.
Yep. Somebody said, "Ha! Let me get this guys on Whale Watch." Bang.
Yeah, us specifically.
Yeah.
Us and the total of 20,000 individuals who watched the episode on X.
Yeah.
Us instead of the millions upon millions of people in the market. It's just us.
It's just us.
Kind of a
This
big
one.
deal. People know me.
People.
My apartment
Oh,
smells of rich mahogany.
The icicles are falling on my roof.
All right, boys.
I think that's good.
I think that's good for the day. I'm not seeing anything new that I give a shit about coming into my interval flow. We're still just in the same uptrend, dudes. There's nothing for me to scalp here. There were plenty of long opportunities that I called out live and didn't take a single one. That is an execution error on my part. It is.
We did
what it
take
is.
one
Dude,
winning flow trade.
they still haven't filled me for what was it? Oh, I have a floating order. Hold on, I have an order. Where's my working order? Still waiting on an. What the hell was it? We were trying to get a 40 entry on something, and I can't for the life of me think what the hell it was.
It was yeah, I'll tell you what it was. I can pull it up right now.
I don't even see it in my order history.
It was probably Rum or Path. I think it's Path.
It's Path. It's Path. Yeah. It's Path. It's Path.
They're probably not gonna give it to you.
Yeah, they're
just
not gonna
so
give it.
FYI.
I'll leave it there. I'm not gonna chase it. All right, folks, we're getting the hell out of your hair.
Also, before I forget,
Never mind, we're not.
Joe, good morning. He said good morning to us, and we didn't even recognize that. So I just wanna
sorry,
say good
Joe.
morning. My bad.
Morning, homie. Well, almost afternoon for you East Coasters. We're getting there. All right, let's bring Tucker back. From outer space. All right, everybody, we're getting the hell out of your hair. We went 0 for 2 on future scalps because
1
I'm
for
an idiot
1.
and didn't jump into the trade that I called out. That is what
Yep.
it is. We're already 1 for 1 on flow plays
Well,
today.
yeah, so that's good.
I'll take it. We're still sitting at about 2,500 total account value between the now futures account and the options account. A good, what is that, 250%? Is that how that works? Is that math? Is that
You're
math?
actually the wrong person about math.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's
Okay.
true.
Good.
God, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is, y'all. We're having an okay enough February here. We have 2 losing days, 4 winning days. Yeah, the winners definitely outweigh the losers. We're vibing so far in the options port. The futures port is still, now it's up about 80%. It's not up double anymore. We took those 2 losses this morning. It is what it is. If I take other trades today on the futures, I will post every single one with pictures for posterity's sake. We'll keep you updated on this Oscar earnings swing that we're doing. If we get out of that early, I'll also post that on Twitter. Everything we do, you're going to see it. You'll catch us here again at the same place, at the same time, on Wednesday, right at market open. This has been the Unusual Whales live options trading show, Whale Watch. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll catch you on Wednesday.
See ya.
Peace out.